Well, I talked about this before. I guess we'll talk about it again. The prices of trucks, not just Ram, but Ram is really guilty of this, are too damn high. Seeing what some of the dealers are listing these 2026 Hemis for, and these are MSRP prices. Damn. So I know, TK, it's not fair. You're beating on Ram. You're not giving them a chance to get back and do what they need to do. Yes, I am. But the other thing is, when you're Bighorn, right? You're like almost no option truck. Like there's nothing there except the Hemi. Is at $62,500. 62 grand for a, I mean, let me just put it into perspective. All right. When I bought my TRX, my Rebel, and my Scat Pack, and I know someone's going to be like, TK, that was just, at the end of 2020 going into 2020. I understand that. But the pandemic was full on at that point, right? There was the whole chip shortage BS. Remember that? Because I was able to sell 3 different vehicles for more than I paid for them. So miss me with it was the pandemic. I don't care about that. I paid $63,000, I think, for a fully optioned. It had every bell and whistle Ram Rebel that I bought for my wife at the time. 63 grand, I believe, is what that thing was out the door. And I'm just, and you're gonna sell a Bighorn that Rebel had the 12-inch screen, the nice leather seats with the different color bolsters, all that shit. It had every friggin' thing. If you've been, it's on the channel. If you want to go back and see it, it's here. Did plenty of videos on the damn thing. Used it all the time to tow the Green Monster all over the damn country. Used it, and the TRX to get vehicles in and out of Copart. So, look. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. $62,500 for a Bighorn that has, like, no nice screen, food stamp seats, literally no special options, is $62,500. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for my Longhorn, what I ordered that Longhorn for. Now, I'm going to be honest. So when I'm ordering, and I know the Longhorn's not the top of the line. I just like that trim. I love that trim. But ordering, like, even when you order a top of the line thing, like it's like, oh, you get a tungsten or whatever it is, like the top of the line truck. Yeah, I know I'm going to pay for it because I'm paying for custom stitch seats, Dakota leather and all this other crap. Like, I get it. But a regular truck that just has pleather seats or basic leather seats and a screen and that's a $60,000 truck. No screen, no special stuff, food stamp wheels, food stamp seats, ass suspension, and it has an e-torque Hemi. So you're paying 20 grand for a Hemi, basically. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm literally waiting for the dude to send me his window sticker, or the information from his order, because I had somebody else just hit me up with what they paid for their Laramie, right? Or no, it's a limited. I believe it's a limited. And I was like, damn. Newsflash. It's right at 6 figures. 6 figures. Yeah. Over 100 grand. Look, I don't expect companies to build shit for free, right? I don't expect Ram to make trucks that cost the same thing as a cheap Mitsubishi. That's not what I'm complaining about here. What I'm complaining about is we've increased the prices, and all of the excuses about inflation and shit, that's out the door. Inflation has gone down every single report, every time it's gone out for over a year now, even before the current president came in. Inflation's been doing this. So I don't want to hear the bullshit about inflation. Miss me with the inflation bullshit. It's Stellantis, the board, and hope maybe Filosa can change that, but the board is trying to make more money retail off each individual truck than to try to move units, than to try to move numbers. Why? Well, I'm going to be honest. Let's have an honest conversation about it. They don't want to pay their fucking workers. I mean, listen, I hate swearing to get into it, but it's starting to piss me off. They don't want to pay their workers. So if they have to work less to build less trucks, but they sell the trucks for more money, they're not having to pay the UAW contracted workers more money, and they can make more money off each truck. That's what it is. And as long as us, the consumers, are fucking stupid enough to keep buying that shit, they're going to get away with it. I want to see Stellantis. I want to see Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram turn around. I'm not a hater. I'm not pro, like, fuck, I want to see y'all go bankrupt. But I want it to be a happy medium here. You know, the fact that we're about to be getting into a place where people are going to be doing 96-month fucking loans to finance a vehicle is insane. People that are actually using these trucks to like work, right? And that's what the Bighorn is supposed to be, but to pay 60 grand, like, not doing it. You're going to see the used market go way better than the new market. Why? Because if you can go like me and go pick up a 1 or 2 year old Ram Laramie that has every friggin' option and you pay $32,000 for it, $33,000 for it, you're going to do that before you go out and spend $62 for the food stamp, no option shit edition of that truck. I'm sorry. It's just like, and I've had this conversation. I did message back and forth with Tim Kaniskis, and it was extremely cordial, and it wasn't like nobody was calling anybody dicks or doing whatever. Just an honest conversation. And it bothers me because, look, I get it. I know that you can't sell these trucks for under 40 grand anymore. No shit. But a tradesman, right? The tradesman is like what, 45, 50, let's say it's 49.9, right? 49.9 for a friggin' tradesman. Yo, the Bighorn should be like 55 at tops. 62 entry? 62,000 entry? So we're going from the tradesman at like 50, 12 grand to get to a Bighorn. So what is the Laramie 80 racks? Like, I mean, we're getting, it's just getting absurd. The pricing, all of the bullshit behind it is getting to be just too damn much. And here's the thing that Ram is going to, and I guarantee you, Wall Street pays attention to this shit too. You know what's going to happen? Banks are going to start doing the same thing that they did to Tesla. Nah, them shits ain't worth that. We're not financing that. Nope. 96 months? Hell no. Now, the auto industry's got smart. They started getting their own banks. So they've already had Chrysler Capital for a while, right? But that's Santander. But now you have Stellantis Financial, right? They have their own bank. And you're seeing the same thing from Carvana and some of these other. They're getting their own banks so that they can just push their own paper to get people on these vehicles for 84 to 96 months. That is effing insane. It's just so crazy. And look, I applaud Tim Kaniskis for the 100,000 mile powertrain warranty and all the other stuff that they've been doing at Ram. bringing back the Hemi, bringing back SRT. I'm not complaining about that shit. Do I know that a TRX is probably going to be a $150,000 truck? Yep. Do I know that when an SRT Hellcat edition of the Charger comes out, it's probably going to be 120 grand? Sure. I can afford to buy it. It's fine. But the everyday consumer that just wants a truck that they can get to work, not the Pentastar shit, because I know that's going to be in the comments, and that will be the excuse from people like, oh, they have the Pentastar, 45,000. Miss me with that shit. I just can't do it. Just miss me with that shit. I just can't do it. I don't know what's going to happen, man. I know the orders have been good. We'll see how that plays out, because we also know what the dealers are going to do, right? If that Bighorn is $62,500, what do you think the dealer is going to do? After they add on their fucking $800 lug nuts and $400 nitrogen on the tire and the $1,500 bend over and grab your ankles fee, that $62,500 truck is now $68,000 for a fucking Bighorn. For a Bighorn, not even a Laramie, a Bighorn. You're gonna have tradesmen's over 60 something grand, 65. Come on with this bullshit, man. Miss me with this bullshit. But you know what? You know what's going to make the difference, though? When all you guys go, F that, I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. Go F yourself. The minute you guys start doing that as consumers and not buying that shit, and they start sitting on lots, and then the incentives come out. When if they would have just priced them right the correct way, anyway, we wouldn't need the damn incentives. But that's what it's gonna take. You're going to have some dumbasses that are going to go out here and jump all over this shit and buy them. And look, I full disclosure, I paid for mine. I bought mine. It is what it is. But you're going to have people that are going to finance trucks or get a payment on a truck that they really can't afford over 96 months. And that's going to be the problem. And the manufacturers are going to be just like the banks back in the day that caused the 2008 collapse with the mortgages. Oh, yeah. Don't get it twisted. I hope when it does blow up in there, I hope the government looks at these manufacturers and goes, sit on it and spin, homie. Like, because there's no excuse for this shit. None. Absolutely zero. I just can't believe that this is where we're at in pricing on these things. Now, granted, I've only seen a few. Maybe there's going to be some great incentive or something when it comes out. Maybe there's 60-something thousand MSRP, but there's going to be like a $10,000 power dollar or return of the Hemi bone. I don't know. But all I know is what I'm seeing right now, and they're just starting to hit at dealers. You're starting to see the advertisements pop up on dealer websites. Shit don't look good, man. That's all I'm saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Our Tesla Model S giveaway is wrapping up. We got 4 days left, so you got today until the 16th. If you wanted to get in on that, you can do that by going to tksgarage.com. Everything you purchase on the site, $1 equals 20 entries. So if you get one of these hats or one of the hoodies or something else, and the hat's kind of dope, by the way. People thought they were like, is that printed? Nah, it's stitched. Like it's official tissue. Anyways, if you want to grab one of those, they're available over on the website, and it also will enter you in on the giveaway for the Tesla as well. Next giveaway will be coming up. We'll probably be talking around the 20th of this month, so stay tuned. I actually just got done doing all the purchase stuff for it, so yay, stay tuned for that. And till next time, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully Stellantis gets their shit together. We'll see. Stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet.